Welcome to my channel, Let's Talk. Let's do talk. Let's talk about education. It's simple. Several parents get together. Bring your knowledge and expertise to the group. If you start with at least, let's say, three parents and their children, even if you start a homework group and you take your children and you start with reinforcement. Simple phonetical sounds, making sure that they understand how to pronounce syllables in words. Vowel sounds, consonant blends, two or more consonants together. Short vowel sounds. In understanding the English dialect. Because English is not a language. It's a combination of many languages. And this is easily researchable, okay? And what you do is each parent take a day and reinforce a subject of their liking with the children. Just form a little group with the children, and that's what you do. When that parent is done, then the next parent, if you like cooking, then you start teaching the child one little simple task that they can learn. When that parent is finished, the next parent. As an example, might teach them how to put a sandwich together. Nothing that requires anything difficult for survival skills. You might, and that's one thing that you can start to teach the child as young as pre-K. You can teach them. You can teach them how to take one bread, put some peanut butter or almond butter, some kind of nut butter if they're not allergic, and fold it. You can teach them how to take some form of cheese, nut cheese, if they're allergic to nut cheese, soy cheese, or what is palatable to them, to their system, and fold it. How to take a spoon and spread veggie mayonnaise or mayonnaise. These things are simple things. You can teach children how to start making things like simple clothing. How to take a piece of cloth and make something. And this is just the beginning. You can start teaching boys and girls. You can teach them a simple thing as how to work with wood, with leather. And each parent that has a skill that they know how to do, you start teaching the child. As an example, language. If there is a language that you know, you start teaching your child. But if you have a child that speaks another language, they need to be proficient in their own language before they can learn, as an example, English or another language. But one of the main things I want to focus on is forming relationships based on trust and integrity. This is very important. We have to start creating what we need. And where we start is by forming healthy relationships and exemplifying those relationships to our children and passing on skills that can be built upon. Let's start there. Let's be the example of what we want of our children. If your child is young, I'm going to tell you something. There's something called, if you can afford it or you just put your money together, Hooked on Phonics. Hooked on Phonics, if they still have that, that is a very, very good thing to purchase for your children. One last thing I would like to say, hygiene. Hygiene is important for children to be taught at a young age. Especially things about their pH balance, things that about digestion, about BMI. And it's not like you have to throw everything at once about them to them. It's just the little things. Of course, you have to teach the basic things, bath, and brushing your teeth. But there's also certain things that children should know that sometimes people overlook. Not just doing hygiene, why hygiene? And I wanted to really say this. Things about plants need to be taught early. And technological skills. And technological skills because computers talk to one another. And the earliest that you can start teaching a child about plumbing, carpentry, electricity, because computers run off of electricity, and all of that, it's important. Mechanics, because vehicles need repairing and all those things. Physics, all of that is important. I'm just saying, when you have the talent, don't hold back, because a child's mind is limitless. We as adults limit children's capacity by breaking it down. Yes, you have to give them in pieces, but when you see a child's mind is open to learning, start feeding that mind what it needs in order to grow. Some children are going to be tactile. Some children are going to be logistical. Some children are going to be visual. We could go on and on. But that's something that when you're doing your little homework group, you start noticing how children receive information and how they internalize it. Listen to the child. Ask questions. When they don't understand, ask about how they do not understand. Not attack them. Okay? So let me know what you think, fam. I'm just saying this is just an initial start. There's more information that I would like us to discuss. So, like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace and blessings.